Hey there family, thank you for clicking on today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about, can intentional manifestation really work? So if you're new to my channel, my name is Peter Gordon and I'm a graduate student working towards what I hope will be an eventual doctorate in clinical psychology. I also happen to be a life and health and wellness coach, and I make videos on mental health, philosophy, fitness, wellness, and everything I hope can help you to lead your most profound life. And while you're here, don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as notification bell so that you're notified each week when I post a brand new video. Also feel free to like this video, share it, comment on it, and all that good stuff. Now let's get into the heart of today's topic. So the topic of today's video is, can intentional manifestations really work? Now before I get into the heart of today's topic, let me first put this little disclaimer out there. None of what I'm about to say is based on scientific fact or empirical evidence, nor am I trying to dispute anyone's belief or lack thereof. Instead, these are my opinions based on my lived experiences and work as a psychotherapist and aspiring psychologist. Ultimately, this is all about sharing my thoughts and you coming to your own conclusions. So I would wager that by clicking on this video that you have some understanding of the concept of manifestation or manifesting. If you don't, well, let me provide you with a quick synopsis. In simplistic terms, manifestation means to create something or turn something from basic or complex idea into reality. From a psychotherapy or psychological standpoint, manifestation typically means using your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs to bring an idea into reality. But to go even deeper, another way to look at it is manifestation, according to an article I recently read, is that it should be defined as the conscious creation of the circumstances and outcomes that make for a fulfilling life. So it's safe to say that manifestation or manifesting is by and large a pretty good thing, especially if your reasons are morally sound. So what does manifestation look like? For some, manifestation could be vision boards where they put clippings of the house they would like to live in or images of the type of lifestyle they would like to live. Others may have goals list with timelines attached to it to keep them accountable. But manifestation could be as simple as consistently or constantly ruminating or meditating on positive can-do thoughts about things that one would like to achieve or the person they would like to become. Now, as a side note, manifestation became popular and mainstream as a result of books such as The Secret and The Law of Attraction, and even from religious figures who preach this idea that all you have to do is to maintain faith and what you want will be yours. With that being said, does manifestation really work? Can it help anyone achieve the life they would like to live? Now, I'll be the first to tell you that psychological researchers will tell you that when it comes to manifestation and what these self-help books or gurus purport is all based on pseudoscience. In essence, their assumptions are not based on any scientific method. So what do I think as a psychotherapist and aspiring psychologist who tends to take a science-based approach first? Well, if you had asked me this question 6 years ago, I would tell you that it's a bunch of mumbo-jumbo being sold by know-it-all authors and overzealous spiritual advisors. Plain and simple, I did not believe in manifestation. However, that was until I decided to try manifestation for myself, albeit unwittingly. Allow me to explain. Between 2016 and 2017, a lot of what could only be described as a bunch of crap happened in my life. I nearly lost my mother to a heart attack, my sister passed away, and then my marriage out of seemingly nowhere started to fall apart overnight. And to top it all off, I was utterly miserable in my career. But like many of us, I had no clue about what I wanted to do, even if I did, how to go about changing it. So fast forward into late 2018, my divorce had been finalized and I'd found myself beginning to now actively question what it is I wanted to do with my life. I was 44 and still a bit clueless, but the one difference was that I was a little bit more willing to explore what I thought were things that allowed me to tap into my most profound self. And so for several months I began writing, resulting in only what I can call my good and terrible book. Now, outside of the highly suspect quality of this book, the most important part about writing was that it allowed me to unpack thoughts, and it was the most cathartic experience I'd ever had. And what I discovered was that the world of psychotherapy had wrapped me in its embrace and would never let me go. In effect, I had found what some would call my calling. So I decided then and there that no matter the cost, I was going to enroll in grad school and eventually into a doctoral program in clinical psychology. I'll be done in a few weeks with the graduate program and we'll be starting the doctorate this coming fall. So yay for me! But the most relevant part of this story relevant part of the story was that when I enrolled in grad school, I decided to write myself a quasi reminder, if you will, and post it somewhere. Now here's a picture of what I wrote and posted on my closet door in the summer of 2019. Now please forgive my chicken scratch handwriting and the fact that I can't spell psychology, but I want you to focus on what I wrote, which is to finish grad school by 2022 be licensed as a therapist soon after, and finish a doctoral program in clinical psychology by the age of 52. In essence, family, what I wrote could only be described as manifested what I wanted to achieve, and voila, I'm doing it. So am I saying that manifestation works? Am I saying that whatever you put out into the universe will come back to you? Well, in a way, yes, and let me explain. Looking at those notes every day for the last 3 years and counting served as a reminder of what I've come to believe is my purpose, or what psychologist Viktor Frankl describes as what life expects of us. And when I was fortunate enough to discover my purpose, I found that I would go to any lengths to achieve it. It didn't matter the financial cost or the emotional toll. It didn't matter how alone I felt at times, cooped up in my apartment, writing paper after paper, reading textbook after textbook. And it didn't matter how old I was anymore. I was going to achieve this goal simply because it was my purpose. And as the late German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear with almost anyhow." So with all that being said, manifestation can work if it is what you're trying to achieve, if what you're trying to achieve is speaking to your most profound self. In essence, manifestation works if it's about leading you towards a purposeful life. Because when you're in pursuit or cultivation of purpose, no matter how hard it is, things just seem to have a way of working itself out. So put it simply, family, I believe adding manifestation to your life is probably not a bad thing and can work, not because I feel it's triggered by a higher power you pray to or a magical unseen force or the universe, a term I like to use because of its inclusivity, but rather manifestation works when it triggers the cultivation of purpose and the pursuit of the most profound and purposeful part of who you are, and that you're willing to accept all the hard work, pitfalls, self-doubt, and anxiety that will come with it. That's what it's about, family. And until next time, stay well. But before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which is my face right there. If you want to check out some of my other videos, click any one of these 2 boxes. Stay well, family.